Hey, hey. There we go. Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. How's it going? Hope everyone's having a Sunday fun day. Let's see. Yeah. Been a long 20 less than 24 hours maybe since I was last on stream. Pretty good Sunday. It was. I kind of went to bed around like 2:30 last night, and decided at one point at 2:30 in the morning last night that would be a really great idea to wake up at 8:30 and to go in and catch like an early showing of the new movie starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya called The Drama, which was a heck of a way to start my Sunday morning. It was. I knew there was like it's like about a movie, obviously starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, where something, it all takes place pretty much during the week of their wedding, like the week leading up to the wedding, and then the last day being the wedding. And there's kind of this like kind of plot twists that comes out that I won't spoil. But I just did not think they could do something like that. I just did not think that was like, just again, without giving too much away, I just didn't think it was something they would be allowed to make a movie about. And I thought it was crazy. I don't know if I really so much enjoyed the movie, but it was something that I think is worth seeing, and was just kind of had me thinking the whole time, again, like, they were allowed to make this? Like, what? And so yeah, would definitely recommend getting out to see it. It's definitely something worth talking about, and like, just it's good maybe conversation to have for some water cooler talk with people at work, or if you go see it with some friends. It's definitely not what I thought it was going to be, and so I was glad I woke up this morning and was able to go out and see it. With today being Easter, happy Easter to those who celebrate. I did not realize how many businesses would have like modified hours because of Easter. I just thought the world, I don't know anything, and so I just assumed that like Easter wasn't like a holiday that people took off for, or like that had businesses closed or changing hours or anything. And so I was like setting up to go to like my favorite breakfast spot. It's like a breakfast like lunch spot. It's a breakfast, lunch, dinner. It does everything, but they do a great breakfast. And so I was in my car earlier this morning. I opened up Google Maps and I typed in the restaurant I wanted to go to, and it said it didn't open till 11. And I was like, what? 11? I go here all the time. I'm not all the time, but I've definitely gone here before this early. Like, I know they open this early. It's like part restaurant, part coffee joint. Like, this place opens early, and then I realized, and then it said somewhere on that app there that Easter hours in effect or something, and I was like, oh. So I got to go this breakfast taco spot that's like kind of a chain in Austin, but it's like widely renowned, and it's really good breakfast tacos. I had it. The place is called Veracruz. I had it for the first time last year, I think it was. Or maybe it was very early this year, and there's like a location that's like a little closer to where I am, rather than the location I went to earlier this year, we'll say, was like downtown, and I don't often drive downtown unless I'm going in for like an event, like a concert or something. But there's this other location that's a little closer to me, a little more kind of manageable driving wise. And so I had never been there, and I wasn't sure of the parking situation or what was really going on there, but I decided to give it a try, and it was pretty easy to get in and out of. It's kind of just like a big park with some different, with this place called Veracruz to get some breakfast tacos. They got like a little kind of brick and mortar coffee shop there going on as well, and it was really good. I was kind of like, yeah, you know what? This didn't turn out so bad. And then I ended up going to like my favorite restaurant after the movie, which was really great. So I went to the breakfast spot. I got one breakfast taco, and then after the movie, I went out and got a sandwich. So that was pretty good. yeah, there's something else about the taco spot. Oh, yeah, it was just so disappointing though for me to wake up and I was like, all right, I woke up at 8:30. I was leaving the house at roughly like 9:35, and I was like, we're doing this. We're in it. Let's go. And then I realized like the breakfast spot or the restaurant I wanted to go to initially was closed, and I was just like, damn it, I woke up this early for what? And they all ended up working out, but it was kind of fun. My mom texted me this morning, "Happy Easter," and she used so when I text, I don't know if this is maybe I saw somewhere that this is maybe like a millennial thing or something. That millennials will often say "lol" or "haha" or something to like not come off so like maybe stern in a message or possibly like just like non-caring in a way or something. And I kind of do a similar thing with my mom where I'll send like emojis or something to like, it's like, okay, I typed out whatever it is I wanted to say. And then I also, check this out, I also took the time to place an emoji or two in the message as well. I feel like it just adds like a sense of like, yeah, I put an extra 5 seconds into this. Like, this is a pretty big deal. I mean, I really took the time not only to type out this message, but to add some emojis as well. It's such a stupid thought, but anyways, my mom texted me Happy Easter this morning, and she took, I think there's 3 Easter emojis you can use. There's one of a chicken coming out of an egg. It's adorable. It's a little baby little peep almost, just coming out, first hatching out of an egg. It's a great emoji. Good stuff. And then there's 2 bunny ones. There's one of like a full bunny, which I like. And then there's also one of a bunny's, like just the front of a bunny's face, which I don't like so much. And so my mom used the cute little chicken hatchling, and then she also used the good bunny emoji. And so I'm searching for Easter emojis, and I'm like, oh, gosh, I can't. There's no more good Easter emojis now. I don't want to resend an emoji she already sent, and so I forget what I ended up doing. Let me see here. Oh, I ended up putting a heart. That's what I ended up doing. But it really took an extra 15 or 20 seconds for me to figure out what emoji I was going to send, because I was like, there's only 2 good Easter emojis, and I have to send her something so I don't just say Happy Easter, like I just, like I don't even care. I mean, I don't think I really do care, but but that's not the point. I need to add an emoji of something, and I don't want to resend or reuse an emoji that she already used. So yeah, so that was a nice 30 seconds of my day trying to figure out what to text my mom back in response to Happy Easter. So for this stream, we're gonna do a little bit of chit chat. We're gonna try and recap. I know yesterday we had some audio issues while I was trying to play some videos and things. We're going to, did the music stop here? Yeah. There we go. Hey Natalia, Happy Easter. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. So we're gonna do a little bit of recapping. We're gonna kind of quickly maybe go through some of the stuff I was trying to go through last night before I realized that none of the videos I was playing had any audio. There's a couple of other things I think I want to go through, and then we're gonna do kind of maybe a short Resident Evil 2 stream. Wasn't doing anything tonight, but wasn't really feeling like hopping back on the FF8 train. And then I was trying to look for something else to play, and I thought about downloading the RE1 remake. I have that on Steam, but I was like, man, I don't know if I really want to jump into like a whole new game and try to set that up tonight. The same thing went for, I was kind of going through my Steam library, and I noticed that last year I had played the Tomb Raider remake. The one that came out in like 2013, I think it was. And so I thought, I saw that I never went and started the Rise of Tomb Raider, the second one in that remake trilogy, or reboot trilogy rather. So I thought about starting that, and I was just like, again, I don't know if I really want to set up a whole new game. or start like a whole new game rather. So we're just gonna. I started playing through the Resident Evil 2 remake maybe a couple weeks ago. We're gonna give that a shot, see how that works. I'm like I'm through the Raccoon City Police Department. I've met up with Ada, and so we're gonna do a little bit of that again. Just kind of a chill Sunday night stream, just to kind of hang out. I don't know. I was thinking I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, and then Tuesday might be tentative as well, because I think that's some weeks ago, my friends and I are trying to set up like a D&D thing of sorts, whether it's through Baldur's Gate 3 or just like a D&D campaign of some sort. So that might be happening Tuesday night. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream Tuesday night. So it's just like, hey, let's get a Sunday night stream in. Let's knock out a bunch of the stuff that I have saved. Knock out a bunch of the stuff I have written down. And yeah, we'll just kind of and then we'll start kind of whenever the first stream. I don't consider Sunday to be the first day of the week. I consider it to be the last day of the week. So whatever, we'll just kind of wrap things up today, kind of just do a little chill RE2 stream, and then first stream of the week next week, we'll hop back into, we'll start fresh, we'll get back into FF8. A wild take. Wait, what was the wild take? Whatchamacallit? I missed that one there. But we'll kind of hang out. We'll just play some games. Yada. I think I did want to. I don't really have, I guess, maybe too much to say. Sunday is the last day of the week. It kind of feels like it in a way. My work week starts on Monday, so for me it feels like Sunday feels like it's the last day of the weekend. It feels like kind of the last day of the week for me. I feel like even I don't know. It just doesn't feel like even if I wasn't like not working on Sunday, I still feel like Sunday's just such a weird day. If I was, as someone who works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I disagree. So like in that case, like maybe Saturday would feel like the last day. Well, I guess that's to your point. I guess that's to your point. Then Sunday would be like the first day of the week. I feel like to me Sunday is like, it's like my last hurrah. It's my last day to really just stick my middle finger to the world and just say, you know what? I have no responsibilities. There's nothing that can stop me. I can do whatever it is I want to do. And so for that reason, I have a beer and I have a Zin, and we're just gonna kind of hang out and just say f the rest of this week, f the end of this week. I don't know, something insert rebellious comment here, but I don't have too much to say. I guess I wanted to have this big like Mario movie spoiler-free review of some sort. I don't think I really have too much to say about it. I just was kind of surprised to see. I mean, even just there. Obviously, last week we went through some of the Mario review scores. The Mario movie is not getting great scores, specifically from critics. A lot of middlings, 5s, 6s, maybe 7s, and then even someone I follow on Letterboxd was Waluigi in it. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that Waluigi was not in it. Unfortunately, it would have been cool. But Waluigi did not make an appearance. But yeah, even some people, even someone I follow on Letterboxd who I think is kind of like into video games and stuff, gave it like a 1 out of 5 or something. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like this, man, I had a great time at this movie. I thought the movie was a lot of fun and had a lot of great like bits. It's, Nintendo is celebrating the 40th anniversary of Mario this year. And so I felt like there was a lot of just Mario Easter eggs and callbacks and things. And I felt like I was eating good the whole movie. Obviously, much like the first movie, the score was awesome. A lot of really cool Mario tracks that had like orchestrated versions or like redone versions in a way. that just getting to hear them, my heart was flying. It was just soaring the whole time. I thought it was funny. I thought, I just had a really good time with it. And I don't know, maybe I just feel like anyone who didn't enjoy it, just like, I think I saw someone mention on Twitter or something that there's just anyone who didn't enjoy it has lost all sense of whimsy. Like they have no sense of wonder. I just thought this movie was so much fun and would really recommend it. I give it like an 8, maybe 9. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and just anyone who's played any of the Mario games just growing up or recently, I think they would really enjoy it. And I think it kind of opens a discussion maybe that, everyone's expectation for a Mario movie is probably different. I don't know what some people are looking for in a Mario movie, but just the kind of broad spectrum of different review scores that I've seen it get, just again kind of shows to me that people expect different things from it. And I'm not really sure. Again, I haven't really read too much into the reviews as to why maybe some critics give it the score that they did. One thought is, and again, something else I read on Twitter was just that, maybe they didn't, learn, the Mario movie is kind of similar to the first one in some ways, and maybe they, the people who reviewed the second one, if they didn't like the first one, the same gripes they have are still gonna maybe carry over into the second one. And so maybe where the first one they give it a little bit of a higher score, maybe they give it an 8. Maybe this one they're like, okay, they're doing this thing again, like 6. But I thought the second one was better than the first one upon my initial viewing. I know the first Mario movie I kind of went into and came out of and was like, okay, yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it. I was happy. I think it's really cool just to see Mario movie getting made, and just the animation is fantastic, and the music in it is awesome. And I thought the second one did a lot of things better than the first one, and I don't know. I guess maybe some people don't have that opinion. But long story short, I think the movie was a lot of fun, and again, I would just recommend it to anyone who's thinking about going out and seeing it, or who's played the games and wants to see it. I think it's worth going to. I thought it was better than the drama, which again I saw earlier today. Thinking back, I'm not sure if I mentioned the name of the movie that I saw with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. It was called The Drama. If I didn't mention that, so that's my thoughts on the Mario movie. Just a whole lot of fun, really, from my perspective. I went in, I had a beer, I had a Zin. And I went and saw it with a friend, and I think we both, we both had a great time with it. Whenever I went and saw the Mario movie, my friend got bottomless popcorn, and you order the bottomless popcorn or whatever, and they bring you out a big thing. And at one point, he ordered a second big bowl of popcorn, and so we're eating that or something. And then I think he meant to order one more, and accidentally like double tapped it, and they brought out 2 more like big things of popcorn. And it was the first time in a while that I've gone to a movie and had so much popcorn that I didn't know what to do with it, or where I was supposed to put it, or it was a ton of fun. Usually when I go to movies, I usually don't, because oftentimes I'll go to movies by myself just to kind of hang out, maybe decompress, just to be able to kind of unwind in a way. And I don't usually get a lot of food or drinks, if anything. Most of the time I just get water or something. So to be able to go and just have I was shoveling popcorn into my mouth for like a solid 30 minutes. I had a shovel and I was just trying to just go at it as hard as I could so that we weren't wasting anything. And it was tough. There was still so much popcorn by the time we walked out. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Got a couple more things written down, maybe. Earlier, whenever I was, I didn't want to put, I think I put something like lots of chit chat in the like go live notification or something. And I almost put the word yapping, but as I've said before, I don't really love the word yapping for some reason. I just don't think I like how it sounds. Yapping. It sounds like you're like almost like, it just sounds annoying, I think. I don't know. So I changed the word yapping to chit chat. And then I was like, chit chat's a real thing, right? Like that's something I don't use in my everyday life. And so I had to look it up. And I found out that there's a site called chitchat.gg, which is where you can meet strangers online, which I thought, like as someone who grew up in the early 2000s and well, maybe this was kind of mid 2000s. There was the one site called Chat Roulette that you could go on and almost like face camera or FaceTime like anyone anywhere, and it was just it's just what a time to be alive. But I really thought they did away with like sites like that you could just meet strangers like online in that way. And so I was like, damn, they really still got sites like Chat Roulette like still on the internet, huh? They still allow that. Cool. So yeah. So anyways, let's get into what we got here. We got we'll do a quick rundown. Let's see. We'll do a quick rundown here. I think so. Last night I was kind of going through. I'd saved this link. April Fool's Day was earlier this year, and so So Game Informer had a great post on their website that went through and cataloged all of it says it right here on the screen, every video game prank from April Fool's Day 2026. And so I wanted to watch through a couple of these videos that were posted. We're not going to go, if you're interested in the whole article to see what different video game sites or companies were posting on April Fool's Day, you can just go to Game Informer and check out this article. But I just saved a couple of my favorites here that we'll watch really quickly. It's some of it was, I mean, like I said, some of these are going to be rehashed from when I was trying to watch through it last night. But let's see if I can kill the music here. So this first one here, where are we at here? Gotta see if I can resize this window just a little bit. Give me the arrow. There it is. Boop. So this first one is make sure the audio is on here. Is I don't know if we actually watched through this or not, but we're gonna do it anyways. Sometimes you just gotta play the greatest hits, and this is an early scene from Resident Evil Requiem or RE9 with Grace and Leon, but they swapped voice actors.
Yeah.
We'll watch this real quick.
Well, I think I want a second opinion. Leon Kennedy, DSO.
DSO. I'm Grace, Ashcroft, FBI.
FBI? What are you doing here?
They're both reading the lines in character.
Victor Gideon?
You can still hear like almost the shakiness or trembliness in Grace's voice, but for Leon, it's kind of silly.
What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason.
Wait, you're DSO? That's the counter bioterrorism agency, right?
Take this.
You sure?
You might need it.
You sure? I don't need this.
Now go. Get out of here. April Fools.
Happy April Fools, guys.
All right. So yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. I thought about doing some more RE9 tonight. But like I said, I kind of want to keep going through with some Resident Evil with my Resident Evil 2 save file. So just kind of went with that instead. But the next one here was this Pokemon stream. I know we spent quite a bit of time last night trying to get the audio for this to work. This is only really a short clip, but They just streamed 10 hours of just live, 10 hours of the star we need. The mega star me. Just with the legs and the pumping music and everything. Just ridiculous that they would that the Pokemon Company would lean into this hard. I mean, it's just really like maybe a 30-second clip, and then they just repeat it for 10 hours. It's not even that. It's like a 10-second clip, and just really silly. we love to see Mega Starmie. I mean, this is grade A. Maybe even grade S top. This isn't even like really an April Fool's joke, or it's not like an April Fool's prank. I feel like a lot of April Fool's things are pranks, you know. But this is just grade A April Fool's content. And the last one here is just a post from Sega. We're excited to announce that we're making our Sega logo 3% more blue. As we hope you enjoy this upgrade, please take a moment to familiarize yourself with a new look. And then I'm not even sure if it is any more blue, or if it's just the same thing. But it's just really funny to see the before Sega, after Sega, and I thought that was kind of silly too. I traditionally don't like. Growing up, I think I got fooled by a number of April Fool's jokes. I think way back when IGN had one where they put a lot of time and what I thought was like production effort into making like a real life live action Legend of Zelda trailer for a movie. And I think I remember watching that as a kid and being like, oh, this is going to be so freaking cool. And then I found out like later in the day that it was an April Fool's joke. And maybe that's when my true hatred of April Fools began. Because I was just like, no, I really wanted this live action Legend of Zelda movie. All I had to do was wait 20 years, and we're gonna eventually get it. I think it comes out next year. There are some posts I saw the other day that they're shooting the Legend of Zelda movie in the same location that the Lord of the Rings trilogy was shot in. And thought that was pretty cool. I was like, hell yeah, that's pretty. I think that makes a lot of sense. That seems pretty on brand for it. So yeah, Traditionally though, I think April Fool's Day is just like, it's really just a holiday for brands and companies to kind of maybe poke a little fun at themselves, maybe come out with something that you wouldn't think they would come out with or something. But otherwise, it's also a time for people who make jokes, who then like, it's like, because it's April Fool's Day, they get to say whatever they want. They get to make whatever joke they want. And like, because it's April Fool's, they expect you to think it's funny, and it's not, and it's wrong. And I don't love April Fool's as a holiday. I don't know what the backstory is. I don't know what the origin story of April Fool's Day is, but I really think that for the most part we could do without it. Anyways, that's out there, and then this came out I think the other day. We got Amazon reportedly pushed Mass Effect series rewrites to court non-gamers. Man, I mean, that's just not what we want. You know, this is a video game series, right? Like, wait, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with this Mass Effect series to court non-gamers? Like, I don't know. This is so stupid to me. Like, seeing this headline, I'm just like, what? Why? Like, it's a video game series. Like, if I feel like a lot of I feel like the Last of Us series, for example, very much takes from the video games. It's very like, hey, this is the Last of Us series. It's based on the video games. If you don't like the video game or don't want or video games, if you don't like it or don't want to watch it, then you don't have to. But I feel like even a Mass Effect series that is strictly pulling from the games is even something that would appeal to non-gamers. And so I just don't understand here why maybe rewrites were pushed to court non-gamers when I feel like the series is pretty open to non-gamers as it is. I don't know. I've played through the Mass Effect series like I know what it's like, and I feel like it's pretty character driven and story driven, and I don't think that any of it is really meant for gamers only. So I just this didn't really make a lot of sense to me, and this is kind of like, if they're gonna kind of dumb it down in some way, it's kind of what I think of when I think of rewrites to court non-gamers. It maybe feels like they're dumbing it down, or maybe making it, I don't know, more realistic or something to try and appease people who are going to watch the show but maybe not familiar with the Mass Effect series. I don't know, it just seems dumb. Like, it's just like, look, it's a series based on the video games, and I feel like there's a lot in the video games that would translate well to TV for both gamers and non-gamers alike, and I don't know. It's just, I feel like I'm just reiterating the same thought multiple times here at this point, but this sucks. Yeah, I don't like it. So there. That's pretty much it. All right. That's pretty much wraps up all the stuff I think I wanted to get through from last night. That after a small but very specific and tragic audio issue, that I basically, once we figured all that stuff out, I had to cut some of this stuff, or basically was just like, all right, let's pay, after we spent like the first 30-40 minutes trying to get audio to come through the stream. I feel like I was like, all right, we'll just scrap all this, and any thoughts I had I can push for another stream. But yeah, so we got through everything, and let's see now if I can make my greatest magic trick of all. Will be getting Resident Evil 2 to come up. My biggest problem with the RE2 remake, and it's not really a problem with the game itself, but something I encountered the other night, I think, while playing the game, is there's a chance. I tried to play the game in HDR, and I had an issue booting the game, where HDR wasn't kicking in. So I think I know how to fix that, if that is the case, because I'm not going to play it without HDR. But let's see if I can get that up and running first try here without really having to do any troubleshooting or anything. So we've got this all set up, I think. Cool. Mute this just for the heck of it. Okay. Like I said, now for my greatest trick of all, can I boot Resident Evil 2? Oh, you know what? We got to change the stream info here, or the category here. We'll put Resident Evil 2. There we go. Cool. All right. Okay, and let's go ahead and see if this boots correctly. Resident Evil 2. Okay. Well, that is new. It came up. I have two monitors, and Resident Evil 2 is currently displaying on the wrong monitor. So that is not great. This is gonna make me kill myself. Oh my god. This is a disaster. Maybe we won't do Resident Evil 2. I didn't even think this was possible. Why can't I get anything to work? Let's go to display. Maybe if I just... Oh my gosh. No! Maybe it's under graphics? Okay, that is not good. I don't understand. I've played this game a number of different times now, and it never boots on the wrong monitor. And there's also not a... Okay, let's try exiting it here real quick. We're gonna have to exit the game. I am so sorry. I've never had this happen where it boots on the wrong monitor. Let me do a quick Google search here. Resident Evil 2 boots starts on the wrong monitor. Oh. Run Resident Evil 2, put it in windowed mode, hit Alt-Tab on your keyboard, but hold Alt. Bum bum bum. Okay. Alright. Run another program on the same monitor. I use Notepad. Make sure it doesn't take up the full screen. We'll run, hold on, I got Notepad here. Run Resident Evil 2, put it in windowed mode, hit Alt-Tab on your keyboard, but hold Alt while Alt is still being held. Click and drag the window over to the preferred monitor. Make it full screen again. Okay. Put it in window mode, hold Alt-Tab, but hold Alt. And then while Alt is still held, click and drag the window over to the preferred. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if this works here. Unreal. This is why we don't do this is why we don't stream games we've never streamed before for the first time on stream without we'll give this a shot here. Like I said, this is why we don't do this, but let's see if we can go to options. We'll go to display graphics. We'll do nope, we need windowed. There we go. So we're gonna hold Alt Tab. Oh, I hit caps lock by accident. Alt Tab. But holding Alt. Let's see, I can't get outside of it now. No! I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna quit everything. Let me try. Oh, there we go. That ended up working. Okay. All right. I think that worked. But now I have. See, now I can't get out of it, and now also all of my settings are off here, which is a bummer. Let me see if I can exit out of it real quickly here. And then We'll click that. We'll click that. Okay, and then let me see. Go to the NVIDIA app real quick. Okay. NVIDIA seems to think all of the settings are set. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I don't think it did work. Oh, you know what? Well, see, it's working now, but now it looks like it saved all of the prior settings from when the game wasn't in. Like, it basically adjusted all of the settings it was previously set to. For the monitor it was displaying on, so now I would actually have to go back in and change all of the display settings. Oh no, it technically, okay, it looks like it is on 4K full screen. Ray tracing's on. But I don't think HDR is on now. Let me try one more thing here. Let me try loading the... Yeah, I don't think this is really working. Is HDR actually on? Where is display? Oh, see, HDR is off. Let me see if I can turn that on. Yeah, see, now it looks really washed out, I think. So that didn't work either. I mean, it did maybe, but let me try. This is okay. We at least have it to where I can quit the game out. I can try one thing real quick. And if this doesn't work, I really didn't have a plan B. So we're gonna have to. We might end up having to do something else. The system. The workaround I had last time for this was that I would restart my computer and then it worked. But I don't want to have to do that while I'm streaming because that would not be good. That's not really what we're looking for. All right, so here we go. This is the moment of truth. I need this to load on the desired monitor and for it to load HDR. God help me. Ooh, I literally, make Mewtwo, I thought to myself, oh, I think it is working now. No, I lied, it's not. It looks super, you can tell the Capcom looks super washed out. Fuck. Ah, that sucks. Well, maybe we won't do RE2 tonight then. Like I said, I think I could fix it, but I think last time I had this happen, I had to restart my computer. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This is so stupid. What kind of rig do I have here? It's even like super laggy. I don't know, for whatever reason. Go to a quick game here. Alright, so RE2 is not going to work because I suck, apparently. Do we have any backup plans? Let's do... We could maybe do RE9. I really didn't have any backup plans here. There was a thought of playing Mario Kart, but I didn't set up Mario Kart I didn't set up Mario Kart, so it's not gonna work. Unless, like I said, unless I turn off my computer. Maybe we just let me try troubleshooting one more thing here, and seeing if I can. Not loading start. Oh, not loading an H. Oh, I said HRD. HDR. Turn off auto HDR on Windows. Oh, no, it's not that. I don't have that on. Disabling auto HDR on Windows setting using full screen mode or deleting the RE2 config file. No. Nope, we're not doing that. Disable auto HDR in Windows 11 while keeping HDR enabled in Windows. Oh, maybe you can do that. Okay. Let me try that. Where is auto HDR Windows 11? Who would have thought? It's just in settings, system display, HDR. Settings. Let's see. Oh, see, auto HDR is off. You son of a gun. Maybe that's just for this monitor, though? See, it's not showing the one monitor, which is annoying. Oh, see, there we go. So where is... Oh, it's just graphics? I thought you could select... Oh, okay. Maybe I am already selected. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, that's not it then, because auto HDR is already off. Yeah, like I said, I could restart the stream, and I think it would come back. I could restart my computer and restart the stream, and then I think it would come back. That's what I had to do the other night. I thought I had a fix for it that would work, but it doesn't look like the fix is gonna work. Let me try it. Let me try loading it one more time, just for funsies here. If not, maybe we will play some. Maybe we will just play some RE9. We'll try it one more time here, but I don't think it's gonna work. Nah, see, it didn't work. I could try going in real quick. Let's see. We'll try. I'll try fucking with some of the settings here. See, it's like loading at like 24 frames a second here, which is not ideal. Display HDR is on. What if we turned it off? Does that solve the frame rate issue? Yes. Okay, well that did solve the frame rate issue at least. So now it's actually kind of loading like it should be. What if I turn it back on? I don't think it looks right still. No, it definitely doesn't look right. All right, well, shoot, I really thought I had a fix for this, but I guess I don't. That's kind of a bummer. This has happened the last couple times I've played this game, and I just don't understand. It didn't happen like the first few times I played it, and I don't understand why it would be happening now, but it's kind of a bummer. You know what? I wish I had booted up. I wish I had downloaded Resident Evil 4. I just got that recently. So let's try. Oh no, like I said, I didn't really have a backup plan. Maybe we'll come back to this. Let me try. Maybe we'll do some Resident Evil 9 here. I don't know. I didn't really want to play Resident Evil 9 though. That is the problem. Yeah. No. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think we'll just call it. Like I said, I didn't really have a backup plan here, and I really thought this was gonna work, and I don't know. I guess maybe. Let me try one more thing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the first Reddit comment here is RE2 remake looks really washed out. First comment here is okay. So I've mostly solved it by restarting my PC. This will likely break sooner or later, but right now all 3 games are displaying correctly. No settings need to change. Running into this with 2.3 remakes, I have Windows HDR disabled and toggled in-game on and off, and I'm running into the washed issue. I just bought OLED and I'm having the exact same issue. When I enable HDR black, looks perfect for a second. Then once it goes full screen, everything is grayed out. Any luck finding a thing? Ended up uninstalling, restarting, then restarting my computer. When I boot back up, the first thing I opened was RE2, which did the trick. Did the same with 3 and confirmed the issue has not reoccurred. I wonder if deleting the setting file will work. Interesting. I played through the entire RE2 on PC, had no issues with HDR. Then I installed RE3 and HDR never worked properly. 3 years later, I came here from Google. Can confirm restarting my PC solved the issue. Game suddenly appeared completely washed out and dark when enabling HDR mode. Restarted my PC and the problem went away. So strange. Keep Windows HDR at off. Start the game. Usually requires the game to run an exclusive full screen, but not always. And enable HDR in-game only. Turn Windows HDR on. Start the game and enable HDR there as well. If this is required, game will often have HDR option, either completely missing from display. If this game will have HDR option, or it will be grayed out. I can also press the arrow key with remote and OK on input label to see signal information. I noticed when using DP to HDMI after, if I switch between HDR and SDR, color gamut doesn't always switch. See, that's the problem. The color gamut isn't switching for me, which would ended up either an SDR color gamut, but BT 2020 or HDR. Turn off HDR and auto HDR in Windows 11, then turn on HDR in-game and change your brightness settings again. I don't want to change my brightness settings. That's so annoying. Just found out I was not using my HDR properly. Thanks a ton. Yeah, I think the easiest thing for me to do would just be restart my computer. Some people saying I turned on HDR and auto HDRQ. In RE2, I turned off HDR and adjusted the brightness in game until it suits my eye. The colors in this mode are not washed, but out compared to when I turn on the in-game HDR with HDR on, also in Windows 11. Mm-hmm. Okay. The fix that worked for me was to go to System Display, use HDR off. See, again, I don't want to turn HDR off. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna can the stream. Man, I even thought, like, as a backup, I was like, maybe I should put in like Mario Kart World or something, and people can watch me suck at that game for a little bit. But I don't even have. There's this whole thing where if, like, for me to get my Switch, if I take the Switch off the dock while my PC's running, it will break the PC. Like, it will force crash the PC, and the PC will have to restart. So I have to, anything I want to play has to be in the Switch 2 before I turn the. I want my money back. You're gonna have to. Well, I'll issue a refund for you, me too. I've only ran into this one other time, and I was just like, and I thought maybe I had a workaround for it if it did come up again, but that workaround's not working. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna can the stream. I'm gonna restart my PC, and then we'll maybe give it a shot. I'll maybe start the stream back up, or maybe I'll just feel so defeated that I won't bring the stream back. But I think I'll try that. I think I'm gonna can the stream, and then we'll restart the PC, bring the stream back. I'll make sure it's working before starting the stream, and then if it is, we can come back in and try it again. All right, sorry y'all. give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to. The most embarrassing thing out of all this is having to send that. I know starting in the stream again is gonna send another push notification. And that's just the most embarrassing part of it all, is having people get notified twice of my stream. Anyways, all right, I'll give me 5-10 minutes, and I'll try and come back here. It's already 10:16. Jesus, it's kind of late now. All right, give me 5-10 minutes. I'll be back.